So let's start with the front and center problem of the day, which is mythos in Gujarati, Matha ko dukhao, because it is also happened for everyone else. So mythos came up April 7th, and then after that, Daybreak and from OpenAI, then M-Dash and Google Gemini and DeepSeek, all of them seem to be claiming that they seem to have a lot of capabilities that could potentially be a challenge from a cyber risk perspective. Regulators reacted everywhere, including your regulator, IRDAI, came up with a requirement to take an action taken report and for you to be able to respond within a very short frame of time.
Yes.
I'm sure you must have been following the whole mythos story.
Yeah.
I'm sure looking at what's happening and how well aware you are, you would have been working towards it. But how did you see this whole problem statement from your perspective, and how do you react to something that comes from a regulator point of view?
Thank you, Pankit, for starting with the bright bang in the question. And so mythos is the talk of the time nowadays. It's a very much the buzzword. And as you rightly mentioned, the regulator is asking, even the financial minister is asking, MeitY is asking, everyone is asking what needs to be done. And as you rightly mentioned about the ATR, yes, action tracking report we have to send. So what we did means I'll talk means usually mythos came to the picture. I'll just put a little background about it. So initially it was supposed to get the vulnerabilities detection tool and which came out and when the developers of the mythos initially started, the capability has improved so much that it has able to predict the things which are long time no one has thought of, because it was giving us the 0-day attacks as well. Yes. Right? And some of the other things, if one example is all the mobile Android phones and other things, which we think that it will never be, there will be no loophole, no loopback, but mythos is able to find the vulnerabilities in that as well. Also, yeah, so that becomes so much of a panic. It created a panic actually. And then ultimately the OpenAI suggested that, okay, let's not delete for the public and we keep it for ourselves. Then all those things came up and they really stopped the release. Then they put up the press conference, gave up the different things. Then we had a meeting, means in the insurance domain also we had a meeting with DSCI, Certain and other things, and everyone is talking about it. And then finally India is also onboarded. They're giving us some of the things, some of the organizations to go through those when we get a chance to run the industry. But majorly what I see is all the things are focusing on the basic needs to be done properly. So whatever, if you see the certain advisories as well, it is also talking about the cyber hygiene.
Yes.
So what our ATR report, what we submitted is also based on the cyber hygiene itself. So what we do, our cyber hygiene patching, it is not rocket science, right? We do day in and day out. If you ask someone who is not done patching, right? Yeah. Everyone has to do patching, and it is a monthly cycle, or maybe you have to reduce the cycle, right? Reduce the frequency, increase the frequency more times. But how you do these type of things? So first thing is patching needs to be improved upon. It needs to be more continuous. Whatever we used to do annual basis or half yearly basis, probably we need to do it on continuous basis.
True.
That's what the best practices say. And the next one is more focused on identity. So how your identities are managing, how you're keeping your identities. Are you using a PAM, or are you using a bot-like networks? If you see the today's news, the bots numbers are more than the human beings nowadays.
Yes.
So there are so many. Definitely we'll speak about the synthetic identities as well. So these are the few things and how your architecture, are you believe in your zero trust architecture or not? So these are the few things which was asked in the report. And that was all things what we are doing in the day-to-day business. And the same thing we have responded back. Yes, we do have to do our due diligence, definitely. So mythos, I will not say that it is a blessing in disguise, I will say, or maybe sometimes see the life of a cybersecurity expert is more like what you see, that means you are not able to see your advisory.
Yes.
You cannot use your tools. Because you cannot do the things, and you have all your restrictions.
Yes.
But the attacker don't have that restriction.
True.
He has to successful only once. And you have to successful every time.
Every time.
And your attack surface is also growing day by day.
I agree with you.